Welcome back to another episode here of Adventure Hoppers, and today we are going to be exploring Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, of course with the new Epic Universe Park opening up here on Friday. I was very curious to see how busy the parks will be at Universal and Islands Adventure. So come along, join us on our next adventure here, and we're going to have a fun day. As we enter Universal City Walk, one thing I want to do is walk in this new Super Nintendo store that just recently opened and check it out. So just in case you don't have a chance to go check out Epic Universe, there's at least merchandise here that you can buy at Universal City Walk, which is really cool. There is all sorts of plushes, DK plushes, Diddy Kong plushes, Bowser plushes, all sorts of t-shirts, depending on which team you are, Team Yoshi, Team Bowser, Team DK, Team Toad. And then of course, look at these awesome sweatshirts for Luigi and Mario. And you can even buy the Mario gloves. How neat is that? They even have Super Nintendo World bags. Look at these. With the question marks and the mushrooms and stars. Intricate details. You got your Mario Kart hats, Mario Kart shirts here. So that's represented in the store. And then of course, who doesn't love Yoshi? Look at those awesome cups. Really cool hats, and then of course your young kiddo t-shirts here. More Mario Kart hats. Look at that one, that's kind of neat. Lots of Mario Kart merchandise here in the store. How fun is this? You've got novelty headwear, Yoshi heads, Mario hats. You've got Luigi hats, Donkey Kong, Bowser, the Bob-Ombs. $42 for one of these hats, but I don't know. The Yoshi hat looks really cool. I kind of want to try it on here, so I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, this thing would be a little hard to wear in the parks during the summer. I feel like that would make you just sweat and melt in the Florida heat a little bit. So those are very heavy. Might be better in the winter months if you're coming here for one of those hats, but super unique, and you can custom to which character is your favorite. How cool. And then of course you got the Mario Kart popcorn bucket here for $40. How neat is that? Very cool. And then of course in the same store, for all my butterbeer lovers out there and Harry Potter fans, you can now get butterbeer as a quick service option outside of the park. I know this is something I'm going to be hitting up in the future here without having to go all the way to Hogsmeade or Diagon Alley to get your butterbeer. Now you can just get a quick service outside of the park. Fantastic idea. I'm glad that they added that and implemented that into Universal. Bravo. They also have in the City Walk store a Time Turner popcorn bucket, which is showing off one of the new popcorn buckets from, of course, the Epic Universe Park, where when you enter Harry Potter's area, you go through the Time Turner to go back in time for the Fantastic Beasts. So, for all my popcorn bucket lovers out there, that's a cool little item to maybe add to your collection if you're a collector. Welcome everyone to Universal Studios. It is Memorial Day weekend, so I'm very interested to see what the crowds will be like today, as Epic Universe is fully operational now and open to the general public. It is about 86 degrees right now, feels like 91, and temperatures are expected to reach up to 94 degrees today. So it's gonna be a hot one outside. Come into the park and join me on our next adventure today as we see what the crowds look like after Epic Universe is fully open. As we enter into the park here, it looks like the Minion Blast is showing about a 25-minute wait. So that's traditionally a little bit longer than usual from what we've experienced coming here in the past. And it looks like Despicable Me Minion Mayhem is about a 60-minute wait. Now keep in mind, it's about 10 a.m. right now. The park is just opened, so we'll see as the day goes on how full this park stays now that Epic is fully operational. Looks like we got a Vector sighting as we enter into the Minions area. Oh yeah, Vector, oh yeah! As we come further into the park here, I just have to go through this Film Vault store here at Universal. I've seen some really cool merchandise here, and if you're a fan of some of the movies like Jaws or Back to the Future, which, by the way, Back to the Future is celebrating its 40th year anniversary this year, and it's amazing that that movie has been around so long, because I'm almost 40 years myself, so 40 years old. But look at this Roosevelt shirt. Holy cow. If you're a Back to the Future fan, man, is this the shirt for you. Doc and Marty in the Wild West. Wow. Such a cool shirt. Not only is Back to the Future celebrating its 40th year anniversary, but Jaws is actually celebrating its 50th year anniversary this year. And so they have some cool merchandise they're selling here, of course, from fleece blankets to towels to shirts, tanks, cups, bags. If I ever win the lottery, this will be in my house. Look at how cool this Michael J. Fox canvas is. It is painting $3,150. And then of course you've got the movie poster for Back to the Future Part 2. And this one's going for $4,500. It's signed by a lot of the cast members, like Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Lisa Thompson, you know, all the cast members here. What a cool piece of art here if you're a big Back to the Future fan. Well, there is a little bit of room to walk in Diagon Alley today, and this is normally shoulder to shoulder, but there is a little bit of space to walk, so this is very interesting, especially on a Saturday. Gringotts is sitting at 20 minutes right now. That's actually fantastic. And it's about 11 a.m. here on a Saturday, so every time I've come to the park and seen Gringotts, it's always 45 to 60 minutes plus, sometimes even longer than that. So 20 minutes for this ride. That is absolutely fabulous. All right, it's the pug from Men in Black.
Get on over here.
It's Frank.
You make that suit look good, Frank. Let's take a look at Frank doing his thing in Men in Black too.
The Animal Actors show was a lot of fun. We got to take a break from the heat and the sunshine. And what's great about that show is it's fully covered, so you don't get sun just blaring on you as you're enjoying the show. And all the animal actors are a lot of fun. It's a really good family fun program if you need a break from the park during the middle of the day. And if you have not done that show, I would recommend coming to the park and checking that out next time you're here. I believe they have a couple showings during the day, so just in case you miss one, there are different showings throughout the day. The Blues Brothers are here. They're ready to go.
All night, girl, got love ain't coming now. Show them how to do it right.
Hands up, everybody. Hands up in here. Get your hands up. Do it right. Do it right. She got it. Hey.
Oh, twist it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Let it go until oh, baby, shake it, everybody. All right. Here we go, look it right. Oh, bend over, let me see you shake it down, brother. Bend over, let me see you shake it down, brother. Come on, let me see you shake it down, brother. Come on, let me see you shake it down, brother. Oh, twist it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby.
Boy, the Blues Brothers really know how to bring the energy. Well, now we're all danced out and tired, and I think I'm gonna go get some lunch here at Richter's. Let's see what options we have for lunch here today. As I'm sitting down for lunch here, I'm just curious going through the Universal app, check in wait times on rides. Looks like Hogwarts King's Cross Station is about a 10-minute wait. Men in Black, 15-minute wait. Jimmy Fallon, 25-minute wait. Minion Blast is about a 35-minute wait. Now, mind you, these wait times are at 12:30 on Saturday, on Memorial Day weekend. Minion Mayhem, about 55-minute wait. Gringotts is up to a 45-minute wait now. Revenge of the Mummy, 50-minute wait. Transformers, 50-minute wait. E.T., 55. So just interesting to see what the times are. As, like I said earlier, Epic Universe is now fully operational and open to the general public. Just checking a couple on Islands of Adventure. And it looks like Hagrid's is about a 120-minute wait. VelociCoaster about a 60-minute wait. Forbidden Journey, 75-minute wait. So doesn't look like Epic being open is really having much impact at Universal, at least on opening weekend for Epic. Looks like the wait times are still very busy, but also keep in mind it is Memorial Day weekend on Saturday. So just FYI, if you're coming to the parks this weekend and at Universal, it is just as busy as before Epic Universe opened. Well, we finished up lunch at Richter's, and now we're headed over to King's Cross to cross over to Hogsmeade to check and see how busy the Islands of Adventure area is here today. I was just kind of checking wait times at lunch, and it seems like the park is very, very busy today, regardless of Epic Universe. But we are getting on to King's Cross here. King's Cross is about a 15-minute wait right now. So that's pretty good. We are at 9 3/4 here, platform, waiting for Hogwarts Express. How cool is this area though, seriously? Even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, like, just the detail in this area is so fun. The music, such an awesome area of the park. Looks like our train is here, so we're about to board on and head over to Hogsmeade. And we're headed into Hogsmeade right now. And I'm not noticing really a difference in the crowds here as we come into Hogsmeade. It is just as busy as ever. Just look at all the people. Checking Hagrid's here. Hagrid's is about a 75-minute wait right now, so. And right now it's about 1:40 in the afternoon. So we're in the middle part of the day, and Hagrid's is still over 75 minutes. Very interesting to see the wait times on these rides. And as we are weaving into the Jurassic Park area, it's about an 85-minute wait for VelociCoaster. I'm gonna go check out the area here as we walk back. By the way, when we were heading up to Hogsmeade and checking out Forbidden Journey was showing about a 35-minute wait today in the afternoon. So that's not too bad. Man, is this ride amazing. Don't you just love it? Fully upside down coming over after that drop. If you have never rode VelociCoaster, do yourself a favor and get on that ride. It's not for the faint of heart, but it is an amazing thrill ride. Probably the best coaster I've ever done. But that being said, I've never rode Stardust Racer, so that is to come once we go to Epic Universe. I will give you my full review on where I rank that versus VelociCoaster. Stay tuned for that. So it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and looks like Spider-Man is currently having technical difficulties here. In addition, there's other rides that are down right now, but that's more due to weather-related circumstances, because I think there's some thunderstorms that might be rolling through the area here shortly. So everything's kind of briefly delayed for the moment, so I'll have updates once everything comes back up here. But Spider-Man's not out, that's all indoors, so clearly nothing weather-related, but clearly a technical issue according to one of the workers there that they're working on to fix to get back up and going. There were some storms that rolled through the area, but it looks like everything should be clear now. I believe Hulk Coaster is back up and running, and most of the rides look like they are fully operational now after the weather delay. It was about an hour to an hour and a half weather delay here at Universal this afternoon, which kind of slowed everything to a halt. And all the indoor rides, of course, got really busy because everybody ran over to those, since most of the coasters like VelociCoaster and Incredible Hulk and outdoor rides were on that temporary weather delay. Now that the bad weather is behind us, we are going to head into Seuss Landing here. Lucas really wants to either ride the Cat in the Hat ride or the Seuss High Trolley ride, which are both of his favorites here in the park. So we're gonna get on those rides and bring you some content from the rides. Enjoy. Coming back around, Seuss High in the Sky Trolley Train ride is a 15-minute wait. Not bad. All right, buddy, here comes our chariot.
It's wonderful, Rolf. On top of 5 balls, 2 tennis, 3 golf. It's a marvelous trick if I say so myself. And while this wild ruckusing goes on below, at the top of the tent, look, the star of the show! Great Daredevil Sneelock, the world's bravest type. Great Sneelock soars up to a terrible height.
My name is Sylvester McMonkey McBean. Now, if you've got troubles and if you're unhappy, you fix that. I'm the first champion. If you want stars like a star-based nest, well, my friends, you can have them for $3 each. Just pay me your money and hop right aboard.
Hop! Hop! We like to hop! We like to hop on top of hop!
Stop! You must not hop on Pop.
Do you like Gringotts?
Hi, Cat in the Hat. Hi, Cat in the Hat. Do you like this ride? Whee! What? You saw the bananas. Wow, the Minions? You saw the Minions? Oh, wow, yeah, they have Minion shirt on. That's cool. Here we go! Wow, we're going! Wow!
Now you can fly. Anywhere. Give it a try. But beware, from down below, there are creatures there who will soak you head to toe.
To all my Epic Universe people, it does look like they are carrying Epic Universe merchandise here at the Port of Entry store at Islands of Adventure. Looks like they have Metro Flu shirts, cups, coffee mugs. You got your floppy hats, your backpacks, and then even a really cool looking sweatshirt here. This is a really cool backpack here from the Ministry of Magic. A really nice t-shirt here. Then you've got your gray shirt, which is the same, and then of course your tank top. There's also plenty of Dark Universe merchandise with plushes and stuffies. And then of course you've got your shirts. And How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk merchandise as well. Plenty of plush stuffies. This pillow is really cool. Very soft too. And look at these hats. How cool is this? That's a cool looking hat. Coffee mugs. And this really cool t-shirt. It's really good to see the Epic Universe merch being represented here, even at Universal Studios. I truly do believe the Port of Entry store is the best shop at Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. So this is right at the entry of Islands of Adventure, and they have literally just about everything in this store. I mean, it goes all the way back there. And if you are not someone that wants to spend your whole day shopping and you want access to most things in the park, merchandise-wise, definitely stop in at Port of Entry, and it's a one-stop shop. And we're back to ride E.T. It's about a 35-minute wait right now. It's about 6:30 p.m. in the evening. So ride times are starting to go down a little bit, but there is rain in the area, so A lot of the outdoor rides are still trying to battle the weather delays right now. So perfect time to do an indoor ride. And E.T. is a classic. How can you not come to this park and not ride E.T.? We are sitting in line at E.T. here waiting for the ride, and I just have to comment on how fun this queue is. It's so awesome that they will never be able to take down this ride. It is nostalgic. I'm about 40 years old. This was one of the first rides that I went on at Universal Studios, and I do remember it when I was a kid. I think what is so memorable about this ride, not only just listening for your name at the end, which is so cool, but the smell. The smell when you get in this, it's like a spruce smell that the forest has, and it just reminds you of the first time that you rode this ride. It's such a cool ride, and like I said, I'm so glad that they can never take this ride down as long as the park is functional.
Hey! Ah! Wait! Look, you're flying!
E.T. Go to Disney. Hurry.
E.T. go home. Diddly. Ouch. Welcome home. Thank you.
Welcome home. You have
Lego.
You have saved our planet. Come, celebrate with us.
As we're about to leave the park here at 7 o'clock, it looks like Minion Blast 10 minutes, Despicable Me Minion Mayhem 30 minutes, Hogwarts King Cross Station's 50 minutes, Minion Blast 10 minutes, Gringotts is delayed right now, E.T. 45 minutes. I mean, even at 8 o'clock here, Revenge of the Mummy 40 minutes, Rip Ride Rocket 55 minutes, Alien Attack 20 minutes, Jimmy Fallon 20. Wow. Even with Epic Universe, the park is still staying busy, so I would have thought the crowd just would be more dispersed now that Epic Universe is open, but also that may have to do something with Epic Universe only opening. They're not really running at capacity from what I've been reading. I haven't had a chance to go to the park yet, but we'll see. It'll be very, very interesting now to see how Epic Universe impacts all the parks around. Universal Islands, Disney parks. I'm always a big believer that more competition is better. Everybody needs to raise their game a little bit more when you have more parks and more options for clients and customers to go to. So stay tuned. We'll see as we come back to the parks how Epic Universe's opening day and opening weekend, and now that this is fully functional and fully operational, we'll see what happens with all the other parks. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for coming along with us to Universal Studios. We did more of the kid rides today, shopped a little bit, and the weather delays in the evening kind of put a damper on things for a little bit, so we didn't get as many rides in as we wanted to. But boy, after being here during the whole day, the crowds, folks, they are still showing up at Universal Studios. The Harry Potter areas, Hogsmeade, Diagon Alley, Epic Universe being open didn't look like it changed a thing for both of those areas, and a lot of the rides still were Hagrid's even 2 hours for a lot of the day today. So if you are planning a trip to Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure, expect it to be still crowded. Epic really hasn't had an impact on this park yet from what it seemed like from my perspective, but we'll see as they open up more capacity with Epic and allow more people to enter into that park. So I just want to thank you all for watching. Tune in for all of our episodes going forward. I thank you all for watching. Please do me a favor and click the thumbs up button and like this video and subscribe. And we will see you all on our next adventure. So have a wonderful and safe rest of your day. Bye-bye.